Excuse me, Mr. Red Hot Guy. I know this is probably going to sound really, really strange, but if I don't do it, I'm going to be kicking myself for the rest of the day. I've just seen you walk past, and I think you are extremely attractive. In fact, I would go as far to say you are literally the best looking guy I've seen in here today. Would it be possible to get your number and maybe we could have a chat on the phone and get to know each other sometime? And then maybe make a joke like, if you're not interested, don't worry, just give me a fake number and I'll find out soon enough when I text it and it doesn't reply. Okay? That could be the most epic, life-changing moment of your entire life. Morning, Gail. Morning, Carl John Gillett. Say hello, let us know where you're from. Morning, Christine. Same with you. But we don't do it, do we? It could be a Facebook message. You could have someone on your Facebook who you've fancied forever, but something holds you back from messaging them. It's either fear of embarrassment when, what is that really? You asked to get to know someone and they said no thank you. Nothing, is it? What's the worst that can happen? They say no thank you, okay? But it could also just be the single most thing that changes your life, okay? And that's what I want to urge you guys to do today. This is quite a short live this morning. Morning, Matt. How you doing, buddy? I'm going to say let us know where you're from, but I know you're from Hitchin. And that could change your life. Now, things like that doesn't have to be done in a sleazy way or a cringy way or anything at all. So Catherine, I would ask you, why haven't you got the guts to do it? I know the answer to that. It's not about you not having the guts. It's that you are afraid of the response. You're afraid of the response and how it might make you feel. Okay? Is anyone getting this? Okay? Shona, again, you never have enough confidence to do that. Okay, I'm going to give you a massive tip here. Nobody has confidence. Confidence is built through asking difficult questions time and time again until they no longer feel difficult. Okay? Catherine, exactly. You'd think they'd say no, so you're afraid of the response. Okay? How do you know that you're not that guy's dream woman? You're all attractive ladies. Everyone's attractive to a different person in a different way. Okay? Guys, you're all attractive guys. You're attractive for different people in a different way. Okay? What very often happens with you guys, and what I hope you will resonate with is, and this is massively a guy thing as well. Okay, so Shona, that confidence will be built by doing that over and over again. Catherine, you do have the guts, but as you say, they're afraid to say no. So let's go with that example, Catherine, before I develop it a bit more. What's the impact of them saying no? Or even if it was applying for a dream job, what's the impact of them saying no? Momentarily 5-second embarrassment, and you probably never think about it again. What's the impact of never asking? Being alone forever. So you choose the impact. And do you know what? This is the crazy thing. Whether it's a guy or whether it's a girl. Obviously, if somebody did that to me, the answer would be no. Because I'm spoken for. But do you know what? That would make my entire day. And that's again about you. And again, I would smile at the person when I saw them next time, and I'm sure they would smile back. And maybe even a friendship would develop. But nothing bad would happen. So Shona, you've been single forever. How much time have you spent looking for the type of guy you want to be with? And then maybe asking them if they want to jump on the Zoom or have a bit of a chat? None. So the impact is you will never find out. and you would be single forever, okay? Catherine, whether the guy says yes or no, I guarantee that will make his entire day, maybe even his week, okay? And even if he says no, you will have given him the most monumental confidence boost he's probably received in a very long time. So either way, you have had a magical impact on someone's life and made their day and improved their confidence. So why deprive that person of that pleasure? See, I don't see the no as a bad thing. Morning, Angela. Let us know where you're from. So ask the awkward questions, but it will be hard, guys. And I'm actually quite lucky with this, because when I did some sales training at quite a long time ago, I think I was 26, the sales coach literally forced us into Leeds city centre onto the streets for an hour, relentlessly approaching people, strangers, and asking them questions. And to start with, the same as maybe going to the gym or anything that is unknown to you, this fear will strike into you. What's he going to say? Well, if he says no, and he laughs at you, and he's a dick about it, then there we go. One more dick struck off the list that you don't need to talk to. Okay? There is no bad reception apart from your perception of what you perceive could happen and how that would make you feel. There really is no worst case scenario. They say no, and you move on to the next one, and you move on to the next one, and you move on to the next one, until you will stumble across a magical moment and meet the man of your dreams. But if you're never asking because you're afraid of knockbacks, then the long-term impact of that is that you would be alone forever. So flip that perception in your head, and this builds into careers, friendships, arguments, confrontations, something that you're maybe not happy with in your relationship with your partner, okay? Maybe they've stopped taking care of themselves. Maybe as a result of that, you're starting to not find them as attractive as they once were when you first met. Maybe that's started to make you feel like they're taking you for granted. Again, two options. The impact is, one is we discuss it, take it on board, communicate through the issue. Might have been just the thing they needed to hear to give them a kick up the arse. Or the other is, you allow it to continue, at which point you'll probably do something destructive, like meet someone else or have an affair, because you didn't address the issue. Again, one impact is minimal. A relatively small conversation with somebody that you love. The impact of ignoring it and doing nothing could be catastrophic and life-changing. Life is about asking awkward questions, and awkward questions will lead to magical moments. And the worst thing that will ever happen is that they will lead to minute embarrassment. Okay? Like, oh, I felt like an idiot because he said no. So what? Move on. Next one. It's in the past, isn't it? It's done. Okay? But if you don't ask, you'll never know. So that's all today's live is on, because I'm moving over to the private client group, because I've got an absolutely epic training to deliver for them that I worked on all day yesterday, which is very relevant to the current situation. But I'll give you three regrets, okay? And I discussed this yesterday. You'll have heard me talk about MK, who's my favourite producer. I was actually sat at Snowbombing with my good friend, Joey Owen. Exactly, Michelle. You've just talked off one more guy you're not going to spend the rest of your life with. So you've actually created a smaller list. And if anybody ever responds really negatively to you just asking a question, like, think about the question, how it's worded. Excuse me, I know this might sound really, really strange, but I'll be kicking myself all day if I don't ask you. I think you're really, really fit. Is there any chance I could have your number and maybe we could get to know each other and see where it goes? They laugh and walk off. So what? they go and tell 10 friends that, oh my God, this woman came and asked me out in the street, literally came up to me and told me how fit she thought I was. His ego will go through the roof, okay? You would have made his day, okay? Even if we go, oh, I'm fucking Billy Big Balls, me, and goes and takes the piss with a load of mates. So what? You've got bigger balls / ovaries than him and all his mates put together. And you will be happier, and you will become more confident, and you will become stronger, and you will meet that person. Simple as. Other impact is do nothing, get nowhere, stay the same. Okay, so MK, so me and Joey Owen, were sat at Snow Bombing, having a beer. MK walks past with his manager. I was like, Joe, I probably want a photo with MK. Bottled it. Okay, what if I had done that? Mark, I'm really sorry, this is really awkward, and I know you don't know me, but I've literally been a fan of your music for like forever. I'd love to have a photo with you. Would that be possible? He's going to be like, that could have struck up a lifelong relationship, and then we could be mates now. And everything would be a lot easier for me. I did it with Terry Hollands, the strongman, in Jury's Inn in Sheffield. I had a gig at Code, and the Giants Live strongman qualifier was at the Sheffield Arena. So I'm ringing that like a little kid, and I'm in reception, drinking my espresso. I'm like, oh my God, babe, fucking Terry Hollands is here with his missus and all strongman crew. I proper want to go and ask him for a photo. And just go and do it. And I sat there for like half an hour, and they were like, obviously they were all like absolute units, okay? And I had loads of opportunities. He was obviously keeping his body loose, so every half an hour he was getting up and he was going out of the hotel and he was going for a walk. So I didn't even have to go and ask him in front of all the crew, okay? He then went to the bar to get a Coke, and all I would needed to say was, hi Terry, I know this might sound strange, but I'll be kicking myself if I don't ask. Me and my fiance both love strongman, and you're our favourite competitor. Is there any chance I could grab a quick photo with you? One, it would have been amazing for my social media, for fitness. And two, he probably would have just been totally cool about it. You can see what a cool guy is, but he's actually quite shy and he's quite introvert, which is, I think, what probably put me off. And I did the same when we were on holiday. We ended up randomly in the same hotel as Tyson Fury and his family, and it was when he was at his lowest, when he was about 26 stone, I think. Absolute lunatic. And I saw him 3 times, and I bottled it all 3 times. And we were literally sat at a dinner table 5 meters away from him, okay? I'll tell you another really funny story about that. Tenerife as well. And I just kept bottling it, and Nat was saying, just do it. And I'm like, oh, I can't, it's proper disrespectful, he's with his family. And it's like, might have given him a confidence boost. You know, he was probably sick of everyone treading on eggshells around him. And now you've seen a lot of the other programs, you can see like he's a totally down-to-earth guy. And he probably, you know, would have just been like, yeah, cool, no worries. Again, 3 huge opportunities to miss, okay? However, you guys have seen the photos from when I got to know Mr. Motivator at Snow Bombing, and got a literally a life-cherishing photo with him. So what was the impact of asking was I got a life-changing photo. What was the impact of the other 3 of not asking? That I'll probably never get that opportunity again. I'll never get that photo, and it's had a positive impact. It's had a negative impact because it will never happen again. But I've learned from it, and it's just about asking the awkward questions over and over again. And trust me, nothing will propel you forward in life more than that, okay? The other funny story was, okay, so we sat at this all-inclusive having breakfast. Me with me eggs and avocado and tomatoes. This cocky little Tenerifean waiter comes over and just starts like admiring Nat's shoulders and her biceps. Starts going, wow, look at your shoulders, look at your arms, like do you compete and stuff and all this? And he's just like basically saying, I'm sat there thinking, yeah. He turns around to me and he says, do you train as well? I nearly smashed my plate in his face. I'll leave you on that very funny story for the rest of the day. But yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. I don't think I've ever been that quiet. Just literally, do you train as well? Morning Sarah, morning Joe, morning Faye, morning Simon Chocker. Adam, I'll drop you a message in a bit because I'm guessing you're not at work, so we can talk earlier today. Shona, Catherine, go and ask some guys out. You will make their day. Whether they say yes or no, either way, you have a positive impact on your own life and a positive impact on their life. The only negative thing you can do is say nothing. Morning Joe, Thomas, New, morning Sean Saddington, Mandy Hayes, Angela Longstaff, Fiona Pownall. Just want to say hello to the new people. Steve Shaw, yeah, but a red face, that fades in a few seconds. I can't see anyone going too far, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, without you here, there is no morning lives. Catherine, you're not searching hard enough. They're out there, trust me. Have an awesome day, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Take care.